Are you sure you wanna? Hey everybody, welcome to the Fandom Spotlight live stream. And let's make sure that
Can we watch it on the screen or?
we're gonna be watching it in a second, I guess, because
Yeah. There's a delay.
there's a little bit of a delay. So, but we are live now. Hello,
Hi.
everybody. Everybody, welcome to the Fandom Spotlight live
Let me
stream.
just get rid of that.
And we're going to turn off our own volume so there's no echo. So welcome. We want to thank everyone so much. 10,000 subs. Woohoo!
Hi, Axel.
Hey, Axel, welcome. And thanks for joining us for this live stream chat, Q&A. We're going to have some announcements. We're going to do all kinds of weird stuff. If we seem a little red around the neck, or, well, she's covered up most of it. We were actually on the set of a student film yesterday. She was basically one of the two stars. I was just sound guy. But it was a lot of fun. Maeden.
But to explain, he's saying we got sunburned.
We got sunburned. I do not play Assassin's Creed, and I tried to watch the movie. It didn't work out. Bane, welcome.
Hi, Bane.
Bane in the UK. Yes, I was born to the dark. In the UK, apparently. Yeah, Axel also did not like the movie, apparently. The Assassin's Creed. But do you play, Axel? Apparently you love gaming, according to your username. So that's all good. Weather is getting warm, so if I start sweating, you know why. Because I didn't set up the AC yet.
Yeah.
So
the point of this live stream is in part to celebrate. We just hit 10K subscribers, so thank you all for helping us reach that. And since there's so many of you, and a lot of you will ask questions on some of our specific live streams about you or me or the channel, here's an opportunity to just ask anything you've ever wanted to know about us, like, our favorite ice cream flavor, or, whatever.
And actually, there were some questions that were asked
In the comments?
on the community tab a while back, which we never answered, so I would like to answer those questions. So let me bring up those questions. I think that's us. All right. So, community tab. Yes, not only did we make 10,000, but we made 10,175 apparently. My favorite Doctor Who episode. Well, this question can be for both of us. What is your favorite Doctor Who episode?
Ooh, probably Traffic Jam.
Traffic Jam?
Yeah. It has kitties. I like the way the music is used, and it's just a cool story.
Traffic Jam was definitely
also,
good.
Of course, the sound of drums.
I have several. Mindfully says, not Q, you're not playing? Who says I'm not Q? I have many forms. My favorite Doctor Who episodes. Blink, even though the Doctor's not in it a lot, is one of my all-time favorites. I love showing that particular episode. What was it? The Girl in the Mirror? The one with...
The Girl in the Fireplace?
The Girl in the Fireplace. That one was really good. And I liked the 50th anniversary special with John Hurt. That was awesome. David Tennant and Matt Smith. That was a great thing. Welcome, Cool Tattoos. Bane asks if we watch Gotham.
Yes.
Yes, we do. They've introduced a lot of Batman characters very early.
Yeah, and they're all much older than Bruce, so I'm a little concerned that when Bruce is in his prime, they're all already going to be 50 or 60.
Yeah. They introduced Bane now. It's a cool storyline. I'm not saying it's not, but it's a little soon.
It's a very altered storyline.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we saw the last episode or not. We're behind. We DVR everything because we're constantly doing stuff. Cool Tattoos, you haven't missed much. We just basically said, thank you for 10,000 subs.
I just realized my shirt is like keying out.
Part of it, yes. Yes, that is a green screen behind us. Actually, that was not the background that I was planning on using, but oh well.
We could always change it.
We can change it.
Where would you like us to be? You choose.
Wait, we'd have to that would take a long time.
I can do it quickly.
But yes, Gotham. I enjoyed Gotham. Robin Lord Taylor is an awesome guy. Not nearly as diabolical as his character, though his character even being diabolical is kind of cool. Cobra Kai. Love Cobra Kai. I think in a couple weeks the second season is going to hit. I mean, I grew up and I watched The Karate Kid, and yes, that crane thing, I mean, I know martial arts, I've taken martial arts, so yes, that's kind of basically a jumping front kick with your arms in a weird position. Not a kick that would be able to be no defense. But loved The Karate Kid growing up. First one more than the sequels. And to see that twist with I'm trying to remember his William Zadler's. Is it Zadler? The actor who played Johnny.
Yeah.
To see Johnny's perspective, and it's actually true. A lot of people have put out videos saying that Daniel was actually the villain of Karate Kid. So it's great to see that acknowledged and to see two different perspectives. So I love Cobra Kai. Cool Tattoos, we're doing well, other than being a little sunburnt and bug bitten from being out in the woods. I'm helping with a student film, which hopefully we'll be able to point it. It'll be uploaded at some point on YouTube, and we can show it to you. I'm not in it. She is like the star, the female lead. There's only two people in it, but she has more lines than the other person. So. Batman versus Retirement Home. You're off to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. Good movie. Enjoyed it. It was a good sequel. Not quite as good as the first one, but, you know, it seemed almost like a continuation. And the ending, whew, not going to give anything away.
Next question's definitely for you.
Well, Batman versus Retirement Home.
Oh, okay.
Yes, where's Alfred? If you're going to make your own Transformers film, what would you include? You got to direct film because Mickey got blown up in one of his own explosions. If only. No, all due respect to Michael Bay, he makes great action flicks. He doesn't make great Transformers movies because he concentrates a lot on the military and humans, which, if I was to do a Transformers, that is a very good question. I'd love to make a Transformers movie.
I know you have so many of your own ideas.
I would love to see something. I would do probably animated because it would help with the budget. I would love to see a feature of Transformers Shattered Glass, where
like an entire movie in that universe.
An entire movie where the universes collide. If you're not familiar with Shattered Glass and Transformers, it's kind of like the mirror universe in Star Trek, where the Autobots are evil and the Decepticons are good. And
but they're not called that, right?
They're actually called Autobots and Decepticons.
Okay.
I think the Autobots are like, I think it means something a little bit different, autocratic, you know.
What is the
robots
part?
Well, they needed to use deception in order to survive the Autobot spree. So, you know, it's not they're trying to deceive everyone. They're just trying to survive. And it had a great line in there in the original Shattered Glass comic, which came out through BotCon, where Starscream talks about, you know, a plan to do something, and Megatron's like, "You're a genius, Starscream." How often do you hear that? But yes, it would probably be based on Shattered Glass. I mean, if they were to give me the franchise, I'd like to kind of reboot it a little bit. if it was going to be live action, and continue kind of where Bumblebee left off. Because Bumblebee is the second best Transformers movie ever. The first one, of course, is the original animated back in '86. But anyway, moving on. Yes, April 24th is Season 2 of Cobra Kai. And a couple days later, we will be at AwesomeCon with many of the stars of Cobra Kai. Daniel San, Johnny, and Martin Kove, who is back in his role, though we thought he was dead. The old master,
the master.
Of Cobra Kai. So they're going to be at AwesomeCon, and we are going to try to get interviews. We're going to try to get their panel. It really depends. AwesomeCon itself does not have any restrictions on panels, but it's all up to the guests. If the guests say, please don't record this, we have to abide by their wishes. If they are fine with it, then we will record that. Even though it's not like superhero stuff, it's kind of. Do you folks think that... is it Joaquin? Joaquin.
Yeah.
Phoenix from the new Joker will beat other actors as a Joker like Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger, and Jack Nicholson.
No.
I think he's a fine actor.
Yeah,
he does
he's
awesome things. And I think he's going to do a good Joker.
He's gonna like do his scripted job. Yeah, nothing is his fault. We just don't need the movie.
One thing about the Joker, I feel, is that he doesn't really need that much explaining, and divorcing him from Batman is kind of odd. But you have a lot more to say about that than I do.
It's just so unnecessary when there are other characters that have not been explored. There's the Robins. There's if you just want to.
Yeah. No, they're doing a series on Alfred.
But like, if you just want to stick to the Batman franchise, that's fine. Even though that's still beaten into the ground. But you could do Robin's movie. You could do a Jason Todd story, although I don't know who has the rights to him right now. But the DC universe is so huge, and stories about characters that aren't known still do well if they're written well. So you don't need to keep going back and back and back to Joker, which I thought they were learning their lesson when they canceled the Leto movie, but no, they just wanted to do it with a different guy and make it even more confusing and think maybe this time we'll get it right. But we don't need it. He's not that important. He's not that entertaining. And I don't feel like sitting and watching 2 hours of him, feeling bad for him. I don't want to feel bad for him. He's not that important.
I mean, he's a great villain. He's a very iconic villain, but he doesn't need to be explained. He's a complementary
character.
Yeah, him with Batman is great.
He's a side, maybe a condiment.
I don't know. I think the Joker is a great character.
For when you're dining on Batman.
But we don't necessarily need to have his origin explained. I don't want to, again, feel bad for him.
And I don't want to know that much about him.
It's like the Solo movie. They explained way too much that didn't need to be explained in the Solo movie.
Over-exposition is a problem.
And they basically, everything in the EU where he actually had the family name Solo is like now invalid because his name was a board imperial officer gave him the last name of Solo. But let's not get started on Solo.
I mean, we can. Why not? People make
thanks
bad
for coming in, Cool
decisions.
Tattoos. No one will top Ledger or Hamill. Yes. I mean, did I ever tell you how I got these scars? I mean, I love Ledger's performance. It's definitely different than Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is just like awesome as the Joker. I sometimes try an impression, but I'm not going to do that right now. Yes, Axel. I like Sherlock. The Sherlock very short seasons.
It definitely dropped gradually, but...
Right. I wish they had done more with it, but they're all kind of busy. Welcome, Johnson, Germany. In my release, yes, he'll play a version of the Joker. The movie, The Joker, getting back to that real quick, it may actually be an awesome movie and story.
And a good story.
And well acted.
For any other character, like not any other character, but for like just an original story that would be entertaining. just to kind of watch a guy go crazy. Although we have so many movies like that already.
Yeah. It would have been cool if they didn't call it Joker, if they just like called it something else. And then at the end you realize, oh my god, this is a version of the Joker. Then it would be a surprise, but
Yeah, it would be interesting, but it's kind of... Wasn't there something that did that? Prometheus did that. They didn't bill it as an alien movie.
Right. Well,
They
it didn't have
didn't promote it.
aliens in the title, but it might have done better, but again, Prometheus. I know you like the movie.
I would like it very much. I like both Prometheus and the
Alien
sequel.
Covenant?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, I don't know, I was not as thrilled with it. I can't put my finger on why. Yeah, Bane is the best. Well, Bane was definitely an awesome villain, but not in Batman and Robin.
But we also don't need a solo story all about Bane. And I hope Joker doesn't start a trend of just, like, pick a villain and make a movie about them. Like, unless they're really intriguing
right.
and have enough story.
Well, I mean, Red Hood, kind of, but then that ties in. They need Batman in there. Sorry. Okay.
We could just take a break from the Batman stuff, you know? There's been so many already.
There's a British TV show called Bottom that's great for slapstick. We'll have to check it out. I enjoy a good amount of British shows. I don't watch as many as I'd like, but the IT Crowd is one of my favorites. IT Crowd is awesome.
I like Moon Boy and Blackadder.
And I loved Misfits. Earlier seasons.
Think of It's great with Peter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Misfits was good, but they replaced eventually all the characters. That happens with a lot of British shows. They're there for a couple seasons, but I mean, later seasons were not bad in Misfits, but I just missed Nathan. He's busy doing other stuff. So did we watch the new Captain Marvel movie? Are we talking Captain Marvel or are we talking Shazam? Because Shazam was Captain Marvel.
That's not what they're talking about.
Yeah. I haven't seen Shazam yet, so no spoilers. So we did see Captain Marvel. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a well-done movie. It wasn't like the best. It wasn't the worst. And my favorite part, no spoilers intended, but someone challenges her to a physical fight because she's got all these powers. Is like, prove yourself to me, and she just like blasts him and says, I got nothing to prove to you. I thought that was like an awesome scene.
Yeah.
What did you think of Captain Marvel?
Oh, it was great. It had a kitty.
Yes. No, it wasn't. What was it? It wasn't a kitty.
It's a flurkin.
It's a flurkin. By the way, the cats that we have here are not flurkins.
We don't know for sure about the ones outside.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're falling behind because we do that. Let's see. So Captain Marvel movie? Yes, we saw it. We liked it. Looking forward to seeing Endgame, which we're still waiting. We were going to see it at AwesomeCon, but then there was some kind of mix-up with the theaters. We bought our tickets, and then they're like, yeah, we're having a problem with the theater, so we'll let you know. We're going to try to arrange something else. So we'll see if we see it that weekend. I hope we do. The Joker isn't someone you're supposed to sympathize for or with. Yes, I agree. The Joker is like a force of nature. Where's the governor? I don't know where the governor is. Do you know where the governor is? This is not a governor live stream, but there will be more of those and more videos. In case you aren't aware, the governor will be reacting to seasons 1 through 6, maybe even into 7, of The Walking Dead and Fear 1 through 4, and the new season of Fear. So you're going to have a lot more governor until you're sick of him. Who could be sick of the governor? Anybody? But yes, if you have questions about the governor, I might be able to answer them, even though right now I'm not the governor. Mindfully says RDJ might be done. He could be done. I mean, it's not like he needs the money. And he might want to work on other projects. Evans will probably come back, maybe. I think he made a great Cap. Not so good of a Human Torch. But, I mean, a lot of people bash the Fantastic Four movies, and I'm going off on a tangent. I didn't mind the Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer. They weren't great. They weren't bad. They were pretty entertaining. What do you think?
What was?
The Fantastic Four, the first two
The first
movies.
two, yeah, I like them. They get a lot of
Flack.
whatever that is. But yeah, no, I enjoyed them.
The last Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, no, I was hoping you weren't talking about that one.
No.
But yeah, the first two were great.
Have to see
Mr. Fantastic was fun.
We have to watch the original Fantastic Four movie because I've seen snippets of it. I'm sure that will be entertaining in a way. Okay. Evans, I'd like to see him come back, but if not, we can have Bucky be Captain America. We can have the Falcon be Captain America. So there's options.
Yeah.
Stars Rick Mayall and Adrian Edmondson. We will definitely check out that show. Don't know when. Riri Williams replaced Tony Stark. Is that
Yeah, that would work. Ironheart.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be entertaining, and to keep it current, and to keep the character of like Iron going.
Yes, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of characters in the Marvel Universe that have not been even addressed yet, haven't even been mentioned. So it'd be nice to see other Avengers show up, and having the original Avengers show up from time to time. Cameo or just some really big thing, and then we see like 100 different superheroes just coming in. That'd be awesome. Junk says, you really like Shazam? Awesome. We are going to see it Tuesday because we don't have a lot of money. We're trying to be frugal, and Tuesday is $5 ticket day at AMC. So we're going to see Shazam then. The MCU without Iron Man, sad face, sad face, sad face. Yes, hi, little baby. I mean, Iron Man definitely.
I mean, he's a big part of it, but he's definitely not everything.
Right. I
Happy
enjoy.
to watch a movie even if he's not in it. He's not like my motive.
I mean, he's a great actor, great character, very snarky, but he's not necessary. He definitely adds to the movie, but I think the Marvel Universe would survive.
Yeah, we've got some new.
Mindfully says
Heavy
Tony
hitters.
Stark was a second-tier hero until RDJ took the role. Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know who that was.
Yeah, he made Iron Man a household name. I have a lot of friends who were Iron Man fans way beforehand. So that's all good. I mean, I should stop saying I mean. It's going to be a drinking game. Every time I say I mean, drink, you'll get drunk really fast. No, but with the Marvel Universe, with X-Men licensed out at the time, and Spider-Man, and pretty much all the different major heroes, Fantastic Four, they needed to bring in some of the other ones. And the MCU has definitely promoted a lot of heroes. If anyone has seen the previous attempts at Captain America movies, I had a lot of hopes for the 91 Matt Salinger one, and then it was just bad. First Avenger was awesome. So they've done a lot with heroes that are not as well known. And even though the first two Hulk movies, the only two Hulk movies in the MCU, had issues too. But yeah, they bought a lot of heroes like the Guardians of the Galaxy who no one knew about and made them household names, so it's great. Shazam joins the Justice League. do they have an age limit?
That was a thing when they were like deciding whether to admit him or not. It's like, can we admit a child?
Yeah, but he
Can a
is kind of
child
wise.
go?
He's got the wisdom of Solomon.
When he's Shazam, you know,
Yeah.
which I guess is what matters. It's like two personalities, and you accept one, but the other isn't allowed in.
Does anyone out there watch Young Justice? I haven't watched the latest season. We haven't watched the latest season because I had watched the first two and she hadn't. So we are going through. We're on season 2
Yeah.
and watching. But you know, see Shazam in there, Captain Marvel as they call him, in there. Great storylines. The whole thing with the kids, with anyone over 18 being shifted into another universe. That was great that he could go back and forth just by changing. That was a great episode. So yeah, I enjoy Captain Marvel and I enjoy Young Justice. So who else watches that? Let's see. Is that your Ghostbusters tricorder on the table?
That entire sentence is interesting.
That is quite the crossover.
This is our lovely Zoom H4n,
It
and
is.
this is how we capture our audio.
It's not a PK detector from Ghostbusters, nor is it a tricorder from Star Trek. We use the Zoom H4n. It's great for a lot of purposes, live streaming and on the road when we do interviews or hooking up to a boom mic. So if you're a YouTuber and you're looking for a great audio recorder, I recommend the Zoom H4n.
Or the H5, which we also have, right?
No, we have the H4n, we have the H4n Pro. This is the Pro one. We also have an H1n, which is just, it doesn't
It's
hook
basic.
in. Very basic, but we have it for panels in case we are doing multiples at once and we need it. All right, okay. So we went a little too far. We are like way behind. Okay. If we just get Deadpool to join the MCU. I'd like to see Deadpool in the MCU. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with X-Men now that they have the rights back to it. I do want to see the Dark Phoenix movie. Obviously, It looks like there's a major spoiler in the trailer, but maybe it's not. I can hope that it's something different.
Magneto's in it.
She likes Magneto.
I'm good.
Anson Mount as Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
I love him as Captain Pike, and we are going to be at the Great Philadelphia Comic-Con 2019 in
Next
Oaks,
week.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, Oaks, Pennsylvania next week. And Anson Mount will be there, and I will be dressed as you saw me in the thumbnail for at least one day. And
We're going to do your hair and makeup and make you all look just like him.
yep, not in the chair. No, we're not going to do it in the chair version.
That would be an interesting cosplay. Do you
That-
get like
that
a
would-
motorized chair and build the whole thing around you and just...
I know some people who could possibly help. He's going to be at Shore Leave 41 in July. If we could get that together for July.
Oof, that would be difficult with the escalators for shore leave.
Well, they have elevators too.
I guess so. I don't use them.
So that would be really cool to put together, but I don't know if we could get it done in time. But yeah, Anson Mount I think would make an excellent Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Black Panther will terraform Mars in the second movie. Interesting theory. I don't know that that's going to happen, but Mars should be terraformed at some point. Though Martian Manhunter, different universe. Might be upset. Anson Mount's goals be in every nerd IP possible. What else has he been in other than Star Trek so far?
All I really know that he was in was I forgot the name of the show.
If you know, tell us. Um,
I'll look it up real quick.
That would be my goal, to be in every single nerd IP possible. I mean, I'd love to be in the MCU, the DCEU, the DC animated universe. I'd like to be in all of that. So far, I'd like to be in Star Trek and Star Wars. So far, of all of those,
he was in Inhumans.
That's true. Yes, so he's been
the main guy in that.
Yes.
So we should watch that.
We'll be one of
Which
like
I've
7
been
people.
saying for a while.
We should watch it. I hear it's bad, but we'll check it out. I'm sure it's not his fault. It's generally not the actor's fault. But yes, so
he
far
was in the Urban Legend sequel.
Oh, okay. Well, I have it over there. We'll have to watch that too.
So now we have a reason to watch the second one.
Yeah, and Anson Mount. Yeah, I'd love to see him as Mr. Fantastic. I'd like to see him in other nerd IPs, and
just give him all the roles. He can take it.
Yeah, and maybe if I do a good enough impression, we'll do like, Captain Pike reacts to Star Wars films. I don't know. I've not seen American Gods, Gregory. Ricky Whittle, though, is hilarious. We have an American Gods panel recording on the channel, and he goes off on football. We use our feet. That was just an awesome rant about American football compared to...
Just why it's called that.
Yes. Throw egg. Check out that panel. I want to see American Gods.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
There's so much to watch now. We have so many choices. There's Hulu exclusives. There's Netflix exclusives. There's CBS All Access. There's just all the shows on the regular networks.
Yeah, there's new things popping up all the time. We started watching Twilight Zone, which isn't something that really has to be kept up with because it's one-offs, but it's very entertaining to watch. We're watching Into the Badlands right now, which is very good, and I recommend it to everyone. Because they actually use color and great cameras and great fight choreography.
Right, Into the Badlands. There's just so much to watch. We need to.
Well, it's obviously good. It was made by the people who created Smallville, so.
We're obviously Smallville fans. I think she's a little more than I am. What do you think Thanos thought when he wiped his mother from existence? I think he's grounded. How dare you wipe me from... we don't know if his mother's still around, I don't think. I'm not aware of this happening, but no I imagine that his mother would be pretty pissed if she still existed. Hulk ain't gonna smash anymore.
Hulk be like, let me smash. Please.
Yeah, he's... Hulk ain't gonna smash anymore. He's leaving too. Well, they've had 3 actors play the Hulk. I mean, Mark Ruffalo, I would have to say, has been the best of them. And it's weird because Edward Norton is such a good actor too. But again, you can have the best actor in the world, and if the script isn't there, then it's not going to be a good thing. So, yeah, Mark Ruffalo definitely beat out Edward Norton in this. I thought he played the part as well as he could. But yeah, it's a shame that if he leaves, maybe they'll bring in She-Hulk. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Hope that Endgame finds a way to let Clark Gregg back into the movies. Hopefully with Disney taking over, it's all connected actually happens this time. Disney Plus taking over. Well, last I knew with Clark Gregg, other than his appearing in Captain Marvel, so he is in an recent MCU movie.
Yeah.
He was dying, and they weren't going to necessarily cure him. So, I don't know, but it's the MCU. I mean, people die and come back all the time. How many times have people died and come back to life? I think we're going to have that happen in
massive
Endgame,
scale, yeah.
On a massive scale in Endgame.
Well, unless, they're technically not die. It just shifted them somewhere else, like a transporter.
Yeah, well, they were like wiped from existence, but unlike if you watch the first episode of The Twilight Zone on CBS All Access, it was quite interesting. Somebody had the ability to basically wipe people from existence, but whereas he remembered them, everyone else, it's like they never existed. So it's quite interesting. They should have a young Captain America in Endgame. I don't know.
I don't know why that would work.
Yeah, the skinny one, I don't know.
I mean, like, he's still around, so it's not like they would bring back a different version of him.
Right. Crisis on Infinite Marvel Universes. Don't lie, you're busting ghosts in sick bay. Shh. You should play the Ghostbusters video game. There's a lot of great video games out there. If I was to get involved in a lot of video games, you'd probably see less videos. Is that what you want? If it is, then I'm not doing my job. And we wouldn't be able to watch as many things. I'll get involved in video games if YouTube becomes full-time for me. I'll get more involved in video games. Dave, it's hard to watch this and not see the governor. Do you really want me to put on the eye patch? Sheesh, I have an eye patch. I can put it on. You will see more of the governor soon, don't worry. Time travel, got all the old superheroes in iron suits. I don't know how they're going to work that out.
Okay.
I only see Q and some blonde girl. Well, this is Maeden. Hi.
I have a presence on this channel sometimes.
She's done some great costume reviews. A lot of time you don't see her because she is running the camera. She is making me look good. Without her, Q and the governor reacts and all those things would not look as good. So, if they look good. You know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but they definitely look worse if it was just me.
Message redacted.
Retracted. So, thank you for making me look good.
Hey, you made yourself look good today.
I did. We're not going to talk about that, maybe. I think that's his daughter, Buddy, Mind Release. This is the first time I've seen her.
Should we correct them?
This is not my daughter. No. Yes, she tracked me down and hunted me down and, made me her bitch. Mind Release, yeah, she's been in videos. We did some Fandom focus videos together. She did one on Supergirl. She's been in some of the interviews.
We did the cosplay ID fails.
Cosplay ID fails. And yeah, costume reviews. You've been
pizza. There's a fun video of the three people on this channel at the time eating pizza. It sounds weird, but it's very entertaining. Please watch it.
It's Doctor Who related, so. Do I have a sacred rule that only Kyle can read the questions? Do you want to read some questions?
I mean,
it's equal opportunity. Inhumans.
Inhumans, yes. Anson Mount was the main character in Inhumans. No, don't watch Inhumans. It sucks. Listen, look, we've all watched bad movies because of good actors, I think. I've watched some things.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? I mean, it's called Sean Connery.
I mean, I didn't watch it for anyone in it. I just mean, I've watched movies that I don't care about because, Christian Bale was in them,
We have to have you watch Pool Hall Junkies.
Okay.
Because there's an actor that you like in it.
Who?
Michael Rosenbaum.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool, I'll watch
she will
it.
watch that because
I'll
of
watch
the
it.
actor.
Yeah, there's some people that I'll pretty much watch in anything.
Junks, I'm sorry that you can't see the Q React streams live. Unfortunately, with con season coming up, it's very difficult to do weekend streams. After Star Trek Discovery finishes, there will probably be a live stream. But let's see. This Thursday is the second last episode, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and I know I read that question.
I want to read it. I want to read the next one.
Okay, you can read the next
Okay.
one. So, and that weekend is a con, and then Thursday night, that I think is the finale. I think there's only 14 this season. And then that weekend, I'll probably do a Q live stream, just talking about the season in general, Q&A. So you can hopefully join in that one. I'm not even going to look at the questions. But yeah, unfortunately for this, I like doing live streams on the weekend because we can engage with people, because I know there are some people in Europe and all over the world, and we appreciate all you guys. It's just, I sometimes have to sleep. I'll never do it again. All right. I'm not even looking at the question. Go ahead.
Okay. LX Hitman XL asks, do you like football? Tom Brady would be Clark Kent, and when Tom Brady's in game he would be Superman. LOL.
Okay. Football. American football. Me and American football are like this. I am not a sports enthusiast. I mean, I have enjoyed some sports movies, Major League, but that's baseball. If it's comedic, but I do not watch football. I do not watch baseball. I do not watch basketball.
I grew up with a lot of sports fans, so I have learned a lot about football without trying and against my will. It's like that tweet where they say, everything I know about the Kardashians I have learned against my will, which is also true. But everything I know about sports I have learned against my will just because it was like inundating. So yeah, I know things.
When I was young, I actually would sometimes participate in sports during like school, during gym class.
I mean, yeah, participating.
And that's kind of fun, or with friends getting together. But I was never a huge fan, and I think it's because my brother and I did not get along, and he was majorly into sports. So I'm like,
and how does that make you feel?
Should I get on the couch? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get on the couch. We'll be out of range. No, but he was into that. I was into reading science fiction and fantasy. I was into Star Wars. I was into Transformers when they came out. I was into all the geeky stuff. Sports, not so much. So, the answer to that question in short is no, I don't like football. Okay, do you want to go to
let's keep going. I want to watch, this is by Lil Baby, everyone. I want to watch the Black Widow movie when she was young. I bet they'll have the scene where she gets sterilized. 3 sunglass emojis. That's disturbing.
You want to see the Black Widow sterilized.
Okay. And we have another comment. Lil Baby, Axel, thank you. Little Baby, I think you need a visit to Dr. Phil.
Yeah, well, what she could be referring to is it would be a powerful scene. It would be a touching scene, and it would validate, what she said later on. So, I don't think they should actually show the procedure. But her reaction to,
I think it should, it would involve that happening, but I don't think we should see the procedure itself.
Right. But the other thing is, yes, she may have been sterilized, but not everyone wants kids. It's like she doesn't have the option.
They made it like a huge thing for her when her lifestyle has never been one to fit kids in anyway.
Right. Though, if she had the option, she may have decided that to have kids, and she may have broken away from the KGB or the Russian government. Did all kinds of stuff. We have a cat over here. She would have had options, but there's nothing that says, "Oh my God, she would have had kids." She may have decided to on the exact same path. It's just, I don't have children. This is not my daughter. I have cats. Cats are enough for me. And do I have the option of having children? I mean, theoretically, I suppose I could. I've not. But this is
it's not something that we're after. So.
Okay. Do you want to continue on with this?
Sure.
I'll just watch the cat. Garion.
All right, we're getting some fun and random questions. Who came up with the idea to drink from the nipple of a cow? And someone replied, someone who drank from the nipple of a human, probably. I mean,
yeah,
if you.
Nipple?
I don't know how using cow milk for humans came about. I don't really need to.
Aren't they really called teats?
That's what,
we just went yellow. Nice teats. Teats.
Teety.
Nice teats. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I wonder how someone came up with the idea of not only should we take cow milk instead of letting the calves drink it, but let's make it into cheese. I mean, I'm very happy that someone decided to make it into cheese. I love
someone
cheese.
decided that, but I don't totally need to know how it came about. If someone was like, there is juice coming from my cow.
Yeah, I have no idea where people came up with these ideas. Maybe someone in a Red Angel time suit went and told them. Because apparently that's how Discovery...
That's how, like, everyone's problems are fixed these days.
Yes. Apparently all the technological advances that we've made are all because of the Red Angel.
Nudging us, yeah. Same reason... Okay, play The Walking Dead, No Man's Land.
Wait, you got the Kentucky teeth
That's
brush?
just about the milk and the terms.
Yeah. It just amazes me. I mean, I like to think I have an imagination, but how these people come up with some of these things, I have no idea. Like, I don't know, slap bracelets. Who came up with that idea? Who thought it'd be fun to whack jewelry onto your body?
Yeah, so... Yeah, The Walking Dead No Man's Land, that's like a phone tablet game.
Yeah, I've seen ads for it where people are looking even weirder than people playing Pokemon Go.
Oh no, that's Walking Dead Our World.
Our World, okay.
Where it's like augmented reality.
So
which
many
would
video
be
games.
That would be interesting to kind of have a camera on you and like a screen recorder on your phone and have like a half and half of you like playing as the governor. But we would just see the governor doing this. But yeah, No Man's Land is like just a phone or tablet game where you like tap things. I got it back when it started. I didn't find it very interesting. You just like collect characters and tokens and you're supposed to build a community, and I'm like, I just want to play fighting games.
Yeah, there's a great game for PS1. I know I'm going way back. Called Fighting Force, which I always enjoyed. You go around and you just kick ass. That's all you did. You went from screen to screen and kick ass. Because
I would love that.
I don't really want to get involved in a video game where you have to solve puzzles and think a lot. Because
you should play Detroit Become Human with your boy.
Maybe.
I think you'd like it. It's a.
My name is Connor.
It's just a good like story, and it's very sci-fi.
But solving puzzles, I do a lot of thinking at my day job. I do have a day job where I'm in IT. I am a IT trainer, but I also do I have to figure out solutions for people's problems, and I've done all kinds of things in the past. Solving people's problems, I don't want to think
just
and
wanna
solve
punch
problems.
things.
I just want to kill things.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. So,
I feel that.
so I don't play a lot of games where you have to like build up. I mean, way back in the day, I played Trade Wars on BBSs. That dates me a little bit. And I used to play Zork.
I thought I was dating you.
You are dating me, but this is dating myself, which, never mind.
Wow. Oh my
That went into a very perverted place. No, I used to play like Enchanter and a lot of the Infocom text adventure games, and those were fun when I was young. But now as I get older, I just want to kill things. That's all. Is that too much to ask? Howdy, hope to the week.
Hi. So who's behind the camera now? No one. We have
A webcam.
a webcam on a stick.
On a stick.
On a stick. I knew you were going to do that.
Webcam on a stick. Though we do have in this room, I don't know if you can get back here, one of our new. It may be difficult, but
there's room here. You can wiggle.
yeah.
Fall and die. Don't bother.
So this channel, it's not just me. As you can see, it's Maeden.
You've seen probably Peyton.
You might have seen Peyton, aka Paypocalypse.
Yeah, look out for the hook.
We have another team member who is helping out. Some behind the scenes might have her doing some other stuff, but
There's a slight delay.
there's
Oh,
So,
weird.
yes.
yeah. You can
no,
see
whoa!
yourself on here.
Hello.
So this is Karen,
Hi.
Curious Cat
Yep.
cosplay, and she's going to be helping us at conventions, and she might be doing some other videos for us.
Yeah.
She's
We have some
got
costume stuff coming.
Yes. So
Oh,
we're expanding our team.
I feel like I've learned a thing now.
Yes. You didn't know you were going to actually be doing other videos.
Well, surprise.
So it's not a bad thing.
You don't know.
So welcome, Karen, to the team, and there will be other people. Eventually, there will be like 500 people on Fandom Spotlight.
Eventually, hopefully. Hey, you have some highs. Captain Beans says hi, Karen.
Hey. This is really good for my thighs. I'm like
Yes.
squatting.
Nice.
You gotta
Yeah,
get
I
into the
feel like we
horse
should have
stance.
grabbed an extra
No,
chair.
it's okay. Like, this is good. I'm gonna be real strong for my cosplays.
Cool.
now.
So, Corset Karen
Yeah.
is your.
Is that what I'm called now?
Someone just called you Corset Karen.
Oh, hey, yeah, I guess that's me.
I mean, you wear a
do-
lot of corsets.
I do that, yeah. I guess so.
Yep. She has a great Catwoman cosplay, Supergirl cosplay, where you're not in a corset.
This is a bustier.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of all of the names for these things.
Well, this doesn't have any ties on it. That's the
Someone
difference.
accidentally called you Cat, which is also a name you go by.
I do
Yeah.
go
So-
by cat. It is fair. I will take it.
That was mad. So we're like behind on these questions.
Okay, I will excuse myself out the.
But you will be seeing more of her. I mean, not like, well, it depends on the costume.
Oh
You'll
no!
be seeing her in more videos.
You never know. So,
Woo. Okay, we are back to where we were. Speaker.
Okay.
There you go. Woo!
survived.
Now we just need to get the cats in, and we'll have almost everyone.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay. So.
All right.
Mindful Elise is talking to you. So
Hi. Hello.
that's up there.
Yes. So if you watch the Cuter live stream and you see he often looks over to the side to someone off camera, that is me. I sometimes feed him information if he forgets something.
I mean, when you know everything in the universe, it's kind of hard to catalog it all. So.
All right. I'm gonna bring my bagel like over here so we can get the cat to come in. Hello. I'm gonna see if he's in. We have a cat on the table.
Just a little bit there.
You're so close. You're so close. There he is. Hi. Bye.
Oh.
Sometimes the cat is a little shy.
So if you have questions for Garion, we will also accept those.
We will
we'll
translate.
see if he'll answer. Full Hall Junkies rocks. I am sure it does.
Oh, Cheyette.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh shit.
No, it's Cheyette. It's Chiat.
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like that.
Welcome to Shit. Another thing Maeden does,
There
just
you-
want to say, is basically she made this shirt, which is Megatron's
I
best.
printed and sold it myself.
No, she made the design for the shirt, which is available in our store.
I also made this. I sell this. It's a bestseller, so.
But that's on her own store, not on the Fandom Spotlite store. We should move those over too, just so.
My bagel.
Kat likes bagels.
What is your best and worst cons you've ever been to?
Um,
You're gonna call someone out?
we didn't address the Pool Hall Junkies. Became a pool hustler because of that movie. It is a good movie. I was forced to watch it. I used to play a lot more pool. I was in a league, so I can actually do stuff and things. But it's never quite consistent. But I pressed the hell out of people. I like ran the table, and the last one was like a bank shot that was just like very complex, and I just did it with panache. Okay, best and worst cons. That's a good question.
Time for some tea.
I mean, there's different types of cons for different types of environments. Like, Dragon Con is huge, and there's a lot of people and a lot of things to do.
But that's not for everyone.
And that's not for everyone. There's also a lot of people there who party, which is not a bad thing. There's also people there who don't party.
Like us. Who
I
go
mean,
to bed at a kind of reasonable time.
I mean, I've gone down there for some years and gone to some of the parties and danced and, you know, done some drinking. But anyone can do just about anything at Dragon Con. But it is huge, and there's a lot of people, a lot of congestion, and it can be draining. RetroCon happens to be my favorite con. It's a very laid-back con in Oaks, PA. Has the guests there are generally more retro guests, voice actors from the Transformers, voice actors from Thundercats, or older shows. They've had people there from the A-Team. But it's just a great environment because there's a lot of friends of ours that go there. It's very social. And, again, a laid-back, well-run, pretty inexpensive con. And you can buy toys. So, RetroCon is one of my favorites. I'm actually the voice of RetroCon at the con. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the raffle. So, RetroCon is like my favorite, but there's a lot of great cons. I like Shore Leave and Farpoint are great cons. They're very, in hotels, they're very intimate. But Wizard World can be fun. It's hard to say the best cons because it also depends on what you're trying to do. Awesome Con has some awesome guests.
I mean, are there
Great
any
Philly has awesome guests.
Are there any cons that have like ceased to be because they were so bad that you can disclose?
There are cons that I don't go to anymore because of their press policies. There's a con that recently just was canceled, which was a fun con, Regeneration 5.
Yeah.
Canceled at like 6 days before the con was supposed to open. There's now a lot of controversy because a lot of pre-registrants and all that did not... it's in limbo as far as refunds. Some people are disputing, so that's always a mess when that happens. There have been cons that might have been fine for guests, but as press, like Central PA Comic-Con, seemed like a great con, but when we got there, we were press. We wanted to get some interviews, and we were told, oh, you had to ask about those beforehand. But no one told us that that was how
Yeah, there are
it
some
worked.
cons whose press policies make it difficult, so we probably won't be bringing content from those if that's ever something you're looking for. The Rhode Island Comic-Con group, Altered Reality.
Yes, they have changed their policy. We had some great panel recordings from them when they did Connecticut
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con.
We haven't been to Connecticut yet.
Yeah, but Comic-Con
With two N's.
with 2 N's in Connecticut. We got some great panel recordings.
And we were hoping to get more at Rhode Island, which was a pretty fun con when I went.
Right, but they suddenly decided rather than deal with some stars, because again, as I was mentioning before, some stars don't want their panels recorded, and that's fine. If they say, please don't record this panel, we don't record the panel.
So it seems like one or two actors, or even a few of the dozens, didn't want their panels taped. So instead of clarifying that we couldn't tape specific panels, they instituted a blanket policy that we couldn't tape any panels, which we know for a fact that some of the actors doing panels there don't have a problem with taping at all.
Right, because we went to another con and taped them all. So it was, we generally won't go now to that con just because
it's not against the con itself or the people who run it, it's just we know that we can't
get
material, so it's not worth the travel, the hotel, and the time when we could be making other videos at home.
Right. The thing with cons and press, some cons don't know how to deal with press, and I don't want to go into a big thing because I could, but basically cons, if they want good press, they need to help press get good content.
To in turn promote it and get good relations and bring in people.
I mean, sometimes we can promote a con, like Great Philly, which is a great con, will be next week, and we can promote them ahead of time. But once we cover them, we're promoting them for the next year when we release great content.
And for longer cons that are 3 or 4 days, we can sometimes get material out the first day of the convention and possibly attract people to go for the rest of the con.
Oh, thank you, my Lise, for the super chat. That is awesome.
Thank
you. That is definitely. We'll play pool sometime. You'll win back all your money. But anyway, so that's enough about cons, right? Comedy film, Spaceballs is awesome, Axel. After this, you can go back to reading. I like Spaceballs. I like Galaxy Quest comedies. There's a lot of great comedy. The Mask, the original Mask, is a fun movie.
Whenever I'm asked what of something I like, I suddenly can't remember anything I've ever watched. I'm like, have I seen a funny?
You have seen a funny. I've made sure you have seen a funny. Yeah, Galaxy Quest is awesome. Spaceballs is awesome. There's so many references in there. I'm trying to think what other comedic sci-fi movies there were. Ones that were meant to be comedic. One movie I will never recommend, which is unintentionally comedic, is the Star Wars Holiday Special. If you have not seen it, consider yourself lucky. Okay. Read on.
Captain Beans, thank you for the congratulations on 10K. Yes, here is to 20K.
Woohoo! On to 20K, 30K.
Whee! Hopefully we pick up speed now that we've hit a landmark. Mine for Lise. Hi. Guy who makes nerd videos on YouTube isn't a sports fan. Say it ain't so.
I know. Shocking, isn't it?
I mean, there are nerds that we know that like both the nerd stuff and sports equally.
Yeah.
So it's not...
And it's a free country. I'm never going to tell someone that they're stupid for liking sports because it's what they like. I don't have to watch sports. They can watch all the sports they want, and that's perfectly fine. But anyway, moving on.
Are we excited for Avengers Endgame?
I would say we're excited for Avengers Endgame. There's a lot of hype about it.
Honestly, I see a lot of people that are freaked out, hyped about it. I'm like, I'm looking forward to it, but I am honestly more excited to see something like Shazam or even Dark Phoenix. Like if it was like, which one do you want to watch first? And they were all out at the same time. Endgame would probably be third.
I don't know. I think Endgame might be second or even first for me. But the thing is, it's I want to see how it happens. Spider-Man's coming back. There's already a movie. Black Panther's coming back. There's already a movie in the works. Doctor Strange is coming back. I want to see if someone doesn't come back. Kunjuntai. So, yes, I'm looking forward to Endgame. I want to see how they do it. That's what's curious to me.
Yeah, we know, what's going to happen.
We know some of what's going to happen.
Probably some people are going to die, but...
It could happen, but, it's to see... I want to see what happens with Gamora. Is she permanently dead? Is she going to be restored somehow? Is Star-Lord ever going to be forgiven for,
having an emotional reaction?
Yeah, I mean...
They could have just not told him.
They could have just been like, yeah.
And Doctor Strange could have cut him in half.
Yeah,
or cut his arm off.
There's a lot of things that they could have done. The plot. Okay.
Yes, things have to be done and not be done for the plot. Just got home from work, so glad I could see you both. Hi, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Matt. And yeah, we are way behind on questions.
Yes,
so
okay. Speed round.
Michael Rosenbaum?
Axel Loves Gaming is basically making Ricky's point, no offense to American football fans, your grammar's bad as you're clearly using your hands. So yes, Ricky Whittle at his panel went on a great tangent about how football is played with the feet.
And it's a ball.
And American football is played with the hands, it's an egg. And, yeah. So, yes, exactly right. I totally agree with you.
American football is rugby for wimps because of all the equipment. So,
Okay. Gregory says he likes the Lady Maeden and Captain Kyle team. Me too.
Me three?
Yeah. Americans, our grammar is bad. Even if we don't like football. I know. I see Facebook. James misses the governor. But
James.
He's right here.
How you doing there, James?
He can return anytime you like.
We will be doing a lot more governor videos. Until June 2nd, we'll be doing older ones. Then we'll do the new season of Fear. And then once that takes a break, we'll be going back to the old. So you will see more of the governor. You may be like, why did I miss the governor so much? Now I can't avoid him. But I think I've been in more footage as the governor than David Morrissey at this point.
I'm sure. Okay. Have we two, or you can also answer this, have we got any really embarrassing cosplay stories? You first.
I was in my
This is the Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash outfit.
All right, I knew what you were going for.
And no one really noticed it,
Did you
but
reverse Flash?
I kind of reverse flash.
Yes.
Yes, Karen.
So close.
Basically, the pants were very tight.
Tight.
And they split. Luckily,
It was the end of the day.
it was near the end of the day, and I did have I was wearing black underwear and
and
the
it was just like the
Aereo.
bottom.
So
yeah, and
I just
only
had to
people
be
who
very
were
careful.
like specifically looking like me could notice.
Right. Very short people could tell, but
Who were specifically looking at your butt
yeah. But it's a fine butt. So,
in tight pants.
but yeah, that was an issue. So yeah, I have not ventured out in that costume again because it still needs to be repaired. But yeah, that actually happened. Here's some trivia about me. I've also been a professional magician. I've kind of retired from it because I'm doing more YouTube, but I was at a kids' party, and
oh yeah.
my pants actually split near the end.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the rat.
What?
No. The rat story will come later.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's... but near the end of the party, my pants actually split. They were older pants, and I got a big
And you're
butt.
just too powerful.
Yeah.
You're dummy thick.
So yes. So it's not the first time that's happened, but yeah,
Or the last.
The reverse slash, that was the most embarrassing. It'll probably happen again. Karen's going to be watching my butt all the time now. So, okay.
I wouldn't call it embarrassing. The funniest cosplay story is when I was in one of my Supergirl costumes, minding my own business, taking a picture of people on the boardwalk. You were one of them. And someone came up to me that I don't know and said, "Hi, do you know Supergirl's real name?" Quizzing me. Supergirl myself. And I told them, and then they said, "Wrong." And then
Well, how many names has she had? Kara Zor-El. Kara...
That's the one that they meant. They're like, what's her birth name? And I told them that. And they were like, wrong. And I'm like, I don't have time.
Did you say Kara Zor-El? Wrong. It's Kara Zor-El.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were.
I was just like, I don't have time for this. Bye.
She knows more about Supergirl than I do, even though I saw the movies, the Helen Slater movie before you did. But
I just care.
Yes.
Alright, so there's a lot of people in here talking to each other, so I'm going to go over your conversation, talk amongst yourselves. James, the governor is an IT trainer, ? They remembered.
Yes. I have had a varied career in IT. I used to be a assistant store manager and lead tech, so I fixed computers, I've built computers, I got involved in help desk stuff at one point, and then I went to another place to be on their help desk, and they said, you're really good at training. So I was a customer trainer for their special software, and then I got hired to do other IT training. So yes, we, in fact, if you want some training on YouTube, and you're going to the Great Philadelphia Comic-Con, which is, again, next weekend, the 12th through the 14th,
yes.
I believe. On Friday at 4 p.m., I am doing a presentation on how to YouTube. Now, there's so much to YouTube that I can't fit everything, but I'm going to give a lot of basics and starting points. And
I, too, am there.
yes, and she will be on the panel as well, probably correcting me when I say something stupid.
And just talking about the aspects that I work on more.
She does the thumbnails. They look much better than when I was doing them, trust me. Yes, so.
Alright. I'm Connor, the android sent by Cyberlife. Wake up, Captain Kyle. You want to kill someone with 28 stab wounds.
Do I want to kill? No, they fell on their knife 28 times.
I'm skipping this one. I think it's the same person. Alright, would you open a P.O. box? If you want to give us things, yes, we will.
I've had a P.O. box in the past.
I mean,
for other businesses.
Like, would it really be dangerous to just have them send things to us? Like, we're not targets.
We could be. How dare you actually interview Monica Real? It's like, okay. But we also interviewed Vic Mignogna. So I don't know if you're aware of that whole thing, and I'm not going to go into it now, but there's a lot of dislikes on Monica because of Vic. So we did not ask her anything about that. We were talking to her as
This is Sky. We've now had
actor.
All the cats, well,
at least make a brief appearance.
There's her butt.
Yes, Sky likes to show her butt to the audience. And she also likes to jump at Daryl's arrows. The yellow circle is see-through.
Yeah, your shirt also.
Oh, yes. Because it's probably got some green elements. If you get this shirt in our store, it's not going to necessarily be see-through.
So would we open a P.O. box for people to send us?
What do you want to send us?
I don't really care. Stuff.
We might eventually open a P.O. box, sure.
Sweet. Will we folks be going to TrekCon in Vegas?
I would love to. It's a... Creation Entertainment does not have a press policy, so we tend to...
It would just be like a fun con, which we don't do much unless they're cheap and local.
Right. If we were to go to TrekCon, I would still be trying to get stuff.
Some sort of material. We would just be doing like fan floor coverage.
I mean, I did go to a Creation Con Star Trek convention in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, dressed as Q, to meet John Delancey, and I wanted to be in a queue waiting to meet Q as Q. But there was no Q, so I just met Q as Q. And it was fun, and then I accidentally won the costume contest. So
yeah, someone just dragged him in and like threw him on stage, and then he won all sorts of merch. It was sweet.
So,
have we been to San Diego Comic-Con? No, one day, maybe. Biggest we've been to is New York as far as attendance and like
Dragon Con.
Scale.
Dragon Con's on par. Did we miss some?
Here's our photo. Here you go. You guys rock. Thank you. Come to TrekCon this summer. We're gonna need a lot more super
I
chats.
thought there was some. Yes, if we get a lot more.
Sky just moved the mouse. Okay.
Here.
Someone commented, let her read them. She's getting the important ones. So.
Yeah. All right. I won't look.
How long?
She's the judgment.
How long is this going? Okay. Oh, she's so cute. Can you see her? Yeah, we can see her. Do you think there will be continued interest in fandoms for the future? For example, are there a lot of young people attending the cons you go to? Yeah.
Yes.
There's always new fans coming, and a cat trying to eat our computer cord. Her hand is stuck.
Yeah. No, she got it out. It depends on the con.
Her hand.
I mean, there's a lot of young people at AwesomeCon, a lot of young people coming to Great Philly, a lot of young people at DragonCon. So yeah, I think fandom is here to stay in some form.
And there's always new fandoms coming.
Right. But as far as there are some cons that we've been to that don't have as much of a presence of younger people. Which happens. But, you know, I think there's a lot of enthusiasm and for the fandom community. So, yeah, it's here to stay.
She's getting hair all over my face.
Yeah, it's been an hour and 18 minutes.
Look at time.
Yeah, we're going to probably try to catch up. We're going to try to catch up on questions really quick, super speed round, and then we are going to probably try to end this so that it's less than 2 hours.
Did Gary 7 give you those cats? Oh, okay, we're out of focus somehow. Let me see.
No,
okay, we're back in focus
We're back
now.
in focus.
I think Sky did something. All right, did Gary 7 give us those cats?
That's what Q likes to think. The cats have Garion has been mine for many years, and Sky we actually got at a now I think closed down pet store that actually didn't bring wanted people from.
Yeah, it's not like a pet store where they like breed. It's a pet store that gets like overflow from shelters. So she's a shelter kitty. She's a rescue.
Yep, and she's very
rescue.
cute, and she knows it.
Do you think the 13th Doctor will stay long, or do you think after the 2020 series he will regenerate after 2 seasons?
I would hesitate to say yay or nay, but I think if they give her better storylines, that she will be around for a while. But
someone said,
again, it's really up to her.
The Rat, oh boy, I'm staying tuned on this channel for the story. I live near David Morrissey. England is small. Tell him Kyle says hi.
Yeah, if you see David, tell him Kyle says hi. He's going to be, oh, him. My doppelganger.
Professional magician like G.O.B. Gob from Arrested Development.
Actually, I haven't watched a lot of Arrested Development, but I would do restaurant magic, and I'm getting attacked here.
She just got his whole hand. Try to like pull her over.
What is it with my hand that you don't like? I used to do restaurant magic, a lot of kids' parties, some more adult parties. When I say adult parties, it's not like I was a stripping magician. Though a friend of mine who was a magician was actually went to a was hired to be a magician, showed up, and it was for a bachelorette party, and he did some magic, and they're like, oh, that's nice. When did the clothes come off?
Like, if you want a stripper, just go get a specific stripper.
I think there was a miscommunication.
Magic. Hi, Joe Games. Thanks for joining. Live stream your presentation on Friday. Oh, your panel.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to live stream
we
it, but maybe
might live stream like from our Facebook page.
Or we could record it and just put it up as a panel recording.
If that's something you would be interested in.
Do you want to see me talk about YouTube? Let us know.
What is YouTube's policy on cat asses?
I don't know. I hope no one is like, oh my God, YouTube, look at this video. There's a bare cat ass on it.
Wow. Get censored, demonetized. To both of you, who out of your cats is your favorite?
It's like saying which of your children is your favorite for those who have children, which I do not.
They do different things that are cute.
Yes, so they have different personalities, but we love them equally.
And we also have a third who is...
Very shy.
Yeah, we like her.
Yes. She is not as affectionate because she just hides a lot.
Yeah.
But we kind of took her in from...
when she was affectionate, yes. She used to be, and then when she was inside, she stopped, and she's like, I'm here now. I don't have to be touched anymore.
Yeah, that one is Newt.
We also have a bunch of outdoor kitties. And, like them too. Is it bad that I own every sonic screwdriver and box set? I think you do too.
Yeah, well, I don't own every version of every single, I mean, I don't have like the remotes, but I have at least one toy of every character options and underground toys and 720 version of all the sonic screwdrivers, and I have lights, and I have the, and we have the pizza cutter.
Yes.
And the bottle opener.
And the tongs.
And the tongs.
That are this big.
Yes.
Actually,
definitely.
could you do, we're going to show the tongs. Could you do me a favor and grab the giant sonic screwdriver from the shelf over there?
What the heck?
It's like on the shelf by the window.
On the shelf by the window.
If you can reach it.
This one.
It's like a giant sonic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh man, it's big.
Somebody was really compensating for something.
Alright, I'm almost there. Alright. Yes.
The latest Jurassic World tragedy, Kyle died from a cat scratch. Wow. Ugh. Ugh. It's... Ugh. It's so heavy. Yeah.
It makes noises.
And... You gotta put...
And it is a huge set of tongs. So watch our video on this.
It's also a,
Cat scratcher. She actually likes it. We will obviously have to clean this before using it as tongs.
She's enjoying this!
I would.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Have you seen the Luke and Yoda song, Seagulls?
Wasn't there a question about a different song that I saw?
Do we know the song Stressed Out? Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know. So have we seen Seagulls?
Prepare it for your thoughts. I love that particular bad lip reading song. It is wonderful. It is on my MP3 player. It is, I've watched the video many, many times, and yeah, so familiar.
Apparently every time we injure ourselves, our lifespan is decreased by an hour.
Really?
We're gonna die so young. I am currently in so much pain, so yay! What about someone who just has like chronic pain and is in pain all the time? Are we immune from that statistic?
I don't know, but when you think about it, the human body is supposed to be able to last about 190 years easily. So if they're taking it from there, they still live to be 100.
I guess.
80.
And if we don't put
40.
toxins in, which everyone does, and we breathe the air. Do you think they'll ever find the identity of Jack the Ripper?
Alex Kosminski is the latest theory. I think they're the latest thing is that looks like he was the Jack the Ripper. And there is a Doctor Who fan film I will never let any of you see where I played the meddling monk in a very dark fan film. I didn't realize how dark it was going to be, where the Doctor had to save Jack the Ripper as a child in order to preserve history, which is very much of a conundrum. But I was the meddling monk who had regenerated. Because obviously I don't look like the actor. Move along!
I mean, that's pretty much all the
died from the
questions
cat scratch.
we have.
Somebody just pooped. That's a lot of shit. Do you know the movie Rocky? I know the movie Rocky very much.
We know it personally. It comes over all the time. It's sitting on our couch.
We are actually right near Philadelphia, where they have the Rocky statue, and
Which I don't know if you've been to. I've never been to it. Have you done the stairs?
I've not done the stairs because
You haven't done the thing Michael did, singing the song while he jogged up the stairs.
You see, if you watch that without music, it just looks creepy. So I did not have a whole bunch of children to chase me up the stairs. So yes.
How did Garion get his name?
Read the Belgariad by David Eddings. An awesome fantasy series. I would say it's actually better in some ways than Lord of the Rings. I know, blasphemy. Much more interesting characters, I think. Lord of the Rings had a lot of stereotypical dwarf, stereotypical elf. Not saying they didn't have personalities. The Belgariad by David Eddings. Garion is a young boy who would be king. And so my cat is the cat who would be king. So...
All of our cats have fandom names.
Yeah, absolutely. UFC. I'm not a sports fan, so Ultimate Fighting Championship is not something that we watch a little bit.
When I've stumbled across it, I'll watch it because it's kind of interesting.
Or if we're in a sports bar and it's on there, it's okay, let's watch him kick that guy's butt.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah, and I'm telling her which moves. That's a roundhouse kick. Yeah, don't seek it out. But if it's on TV at someplace we're not like, oh my God, change it.
Yeah. Have we seen He-Man?
Do you want to know something strange? Sure, we all want to know something strange. Have I seen He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? Which version? Are we talking about the original 80s cartoon? Are we talking about the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe movie? Are we talking about the New Adventures of He-Man from the 90s, which Gary Chalk was the voice of He-Man, but it was just a very different He-Man. And then there was the reboot of the cartoon. And the answer to all of that would be yes. I have seen everything of He-Man. Eye of the Tiger. Yes, but that was movie 3. Okay. Well, it has been an hour and a half. The 80s film. Yes, I have seen it. It's really cheesy. I had a bad 80s movie night, and that was one of the things. DJ Marshmallow, I do not know DJ Marshmallow. Do you know DJ Marshmallow?
Do you know the Marshmallow Man?
No, I think it's... Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! You technically regenerate during sleep as new particles are made and old ones are killed off and you microscopically different. It's actually a continuing process.
So if we just sleep more, we regenerate and heal more.
Yes, if only we had time to sleep. All right. Thank you guys for showing up. Thanks for those who gave
we
super
have
chats.
seen Sky's third eye.
And it's on her butt.
Well, cats, they gotta see everything.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. This has been awesome.
Yes, I'm very glad that we had so many questions and so many people here. We may do this again.
And people care about our thoughts and opinions and not just our characters.
Right. Though a lot of people are like, where's the governor?
Where's Q?
Where's the governor?
Who are these people?
Q is always with you because the trial is never over. Thanks, Joe Games. Axel is basically turning into a a Dalek here.
Great.
You will be exterminated. Thanks, Bane, for joining us. Bane of the UK, yes. He was born in the British Isles. I only adopted them. Actually, my father's side is from the British Isles. Okay, so, allons-y. We will do another live one.
Definitely. Maybe with all 4 of us or something.
Yeah, if we can get more people here. I need to find the other, get some more laugh mics, maybe hook up 2 H4Ns to this thing, but it will be, or maybe get an H6N. Ooh. Need a lot of super chats for that. But thanks, guys, again so much. I think my cat wants some attention, so I think we're going to be doing that. But again, thanks, you guys. Oh.
She's so cute.
This is my life. All right, guys, we will see you next time. And as always, have fun and follow
Your fandom.
Follow your fandom. We are so practiced.
Yeah.
Bye.